being one of the first 6 on the floor. This serve pretty much dead, middle. Now to the opposite side for New Hampshire. Nice dig by Corsellis, a free ball for the Wildcats. Trying to tip it over again, Corsellis is there. And that free ball finds the pocket perfectly. Tatum again.
That was a great read there on the serve. It was borderline, but it was out.
Alyssa Wright to serve. Another nice tip there by Kaylee Ramelsberg. Far side now for the Wildcats. And what a dig there by New Hampshire. Nice heads-up block. Gary has to lay out to keep it alive, and she does. How about the day Avry Tatum is having already?
The Hoosiers are eager right now to keep it piled on.
Shaddles the serve from the right side. New Hampshire somehow keeps that one off the hardwood. Corsellis with another set. And what a dig there by New Hampshire. This one's got to go over. Just inside the antenna and into no man's land, and look who it is again, Avry Tatum.
Hayworth once again with the serve, aggressive as always. The block at the net controlled by Radford. They're going to give it back over to Robinson. Saris gets it up, sends it over, and the kill by Avry Tatum. Geddes once again. This one not controlled, but a great save by the Highlanders. Hayworth back to Tatum once again. Who else? So that timeout not playing a factor right now in the Hoosiers' run. Dug out. They'll send it to the right side. Ramsey digs it out from the back row. Blocked at the net by Tatum. Blocked at the net once again. Combined between Maddie Saris and Ava Vickers.
She's got a promising career ahead of her. She's writing the first chapter in a very special book.
And it's even more difficult whenever you mention that she's playing for her home state. Indiana. Slivka, the transfer from Ryder. They set this one up to Saris, backpedaling. Johnson blocked at the net, combined between Vickers and Avry Tatum.
Looking over at the Indiana bench, associate head coach Rachel Morris.
Geddes will palm the ball, set it up, gets it right over the net. They send it to the left side, blocked at the net. Vickers and Tatum once again.
And the Indiana block has to respect that early.
Mosier right at the net, going across the net, and Terry is blocked again.
You know, celebrating her 13th birthday now, Coach Aaron. She's there at the game watching, cheering on her dad and his team.
He said, win or lose today, this is a good day. His daughter turns 13. Hayworth, MJ's favorite player, setting up Avry Tatum for the kill. Michigan on Big Ten Network. Leah Johnson in year 2 for the Spartans has them on a 4-match winning streak heading to the Big Ten, including a win against North Carolina. And that's down, so dueling timeouts.
First set comes to a close.
Ramsey Gary, nice placement on that serve. Out wide to Buettner, blocked. Cole Heed in the middle this time.
That one, I think he may have actually had an argument.
They talked for a while, but the play did not get reviewed. Back set to Tatum. Tatum powers it through a howitzer. And another kill for Avry Tatum.
Tough serve. Kept in system. Ramelsberg keeps it alive. Free ball. Clears the net. But not quite a free ball. Nebraska still out of system. Then put down by Tatum on the left side.
A broken sloppy play results in an Indiana point. You're going to see how scrappy.
Well, if your name is Wisconsin, Nebraska, Penn State, and you go on the road to a charged environment, you're going to get the other team's best every time, right? And like for a young team, it might be one of the first times they've seen this kind of intensity. Big block on the right side, and Krause is shut down on a big block by Colheat.
Again, the rally was extended by Indiana's great defensive play by number 12, Gosnell.
For Morgan Geddes, now she serves. Great opportunity here for IU off the free ball. Hayworth goes behind. Tatum got it. Tatum again outside the block. Largest lead of the match for either team here at 14-7, and Tatum says, yeah, not yet. Great line shot.
Markley now tied with Hannah and Merzick for a team-high 3 kills. They're the only 3 with kills for Penn State, but Avry Tatum, not the only one for Indiana with kills. 6-0 run. Grimes with the serve. And will extend a little bit further as Avry Tatum stops the Indiana drought.
Very nice think alike.
They do indeed. Here's Merzick. Blocked. And it. Nice received by Merzick. Starting with a pushover. Botraza. Nice dig from Vilanovic. Trammell through the middle. Trammell again. And there's Hayworth once more. Tatum down the line, finds the corner.
Gets a quick point, is able to turn the momentum a little bit. There, Penn State doing a good job maintaining their momentum from before the timeout. Getting a big kill there. Close the gap even more.
Here comes Hannah, and she's blocked by Tatum.
That was a top 20 all-time crowd for the Terps. Good serve from the libero, Gary. Now Ivy looks to send it over, and it's sent back by Indiana.
I have to commend Dalla for making sure she got her hands under that ball. As you see, it was kind of like, hey, I got that next time.
Ivy again, but it's sent down by Indiana. And they're starting to run away with this second set. It's now 16-12. Maryland playing from behind in the second half of this third set, much like the first two. And they'll be behind even further. A huge double block for the Hoosiers.
Great job on Indiana for closing that block.
A short serve from Skimmerhorn. Back to that matchup, and Tatum wins it this time.
West Indiana run away with the first 2 sets. This is a great opportunity for them to get back into this.
A strong serve there by Vaulette. Tipped. And has to be a free ball over. This is Tatum lofting it. And it's still alive, sent right over. This time, Tatum gets the job done.
She punctuated that with a bit of an exclamation point. Michigan kept it alive.
Hoosiers are having a tough time answering back. Quickly sent over. And that one just finds an inch of space.
A chance now to tie it. Indiana went on the run early, and it all started with Nyambio flipping that momentum.
Addie Cochran now serving for the Wolverines. And Tatum, bread and butter. Oh, and it's a mix of both, you know, getting hit by that and the awkward landing. That makes that awkward, but Avry Tatum.
She'll clip the tape. Short roll dug by Skimmerhorn, her 10th of the night. And a rejection from Indiana, their 5th block of the day. They're -10 in the blocking category, 15-5.
To evening this match. That one sent over, dug out by Gosnell. And at the other end, finishing that one off, Avry Tatum earns the kill. She gets him in many ways, and now Londot to serve. Hayworth sets that one up. And again, right at the other end, Avry Tatum goes for the little tap. Hoosiers up 2-1 early in the third set. Hoffman digs it out. And they find Londot, but a diving play made by Gary to keep it alive. Now they set one up. Another dig by Gary. Now Hayworth sets one up, and a block at the net is dug out once again by Alonzo Corsellis. And then Indiana able to finish it off there. Gary plays it in. Indiana leading 7-5 now. That one sent back by Alonzo Corsellis, and Indiana with another point. Lots of back and forth action. Hayworth sets. And Tatum able to find the equalizer once again. Indiana can still win with a point right here as Tuman serves, dug out by Gary. They set one up. Nice dig by Hoffman to get it over. And Avry Tatum ends the game with a fantastic kill. And the Hoosiers win this one in 5.
Big time win by Indiana. It was a crazy game, back and forth.
A couple setters that have picked up on the craft really quickly. And both have hit a little bit throughout their college career. Both Brooke Mosier for Illinois and Cam Hayworth for Indiana. And a back set to Avry Tatum, and one of the biggest arms in the conference puts it down. Showed up so big in the first match against Illinois with 18 of them. That was their first one. It comes in the middle of set 2. And Terry is denied one more time.
Yeah, I like watching Ramosberg.
She's just tied Rain and Terry for the team high for Illinois with 6 kills in this match. Back to Tatum, and 2 in a row for Avry Tatum.
In the match against Indiana last year, 21 digs. She's had a lot of success this year, now at the service line for the Cats. Hayworth over to Tatum. They've gone to that often and early. Northwestern leads by 1. Rousseau near side. Hernandez goes away from the block. Tatum far side. Navarrete keeps it alive. Rousseau back over to Hernandez. Blocked in front by Colheed. Really nice play by Savannah Colheed.
She's seeing the ball very well. Off Alexa Rousseau's hand.
Couldn't get that one to go.
They look to dominate the points from the get-go. It's a very aggressive brand of volleyball that Steve Aird is very proud that he has developed. Good dig that time from Nair. Rutgers defense up for the challenge, but so is Indiana. They get a block right out of the gate, and it's the combination of Avry Tatum and Savannah Colheed who shut it down. But it's Indiana who is trying to even things up at a set apiece. This little pop serve that time from Gray Gosnell. It gets the Hoosiers back on the offensive. And that is a big right hand from Avry Tatum. Haven't called her name a lot. She got off to a slow start. Rutgers having a bit of trouble staying in system, and they get rejected again. And it's Colheed and Tatum. That duo has been relentless on the block. Timeout, Rutgers.
I mean, Indiana on the front.
Around the country really struggled during the COVID years. Both that spring season and the first fall after that, as now the blocks are starting to come as well for Indiana. Their 10th of the match. They lead by 4 here in the 4th.
Swing, that was by Londot, and she put it away. So don't try to force things that aren't there. That was a smart play.
Murphy served it for the Buckeyes. There's Geddes again on that left side. Murphy saved that one. Morbitzer has to bump it over. Hayworth back for her hitter. Tatum at the right side gets the point.
You don't get too many free balls at this level. When you get them, you need to take advantage of them. And the volleyball gods have never been mistaken in the entire history of the sport, I'm told.
Absolutely not. Morris with that slide step serve. There's a big hit from Colheed. Tuman going up for Thorpe, gets that one blocked. So another one for Indiana.
Ramelsburg again. Oh no, that was
Service ace number 3 for her. Another tough one. Gary got a hold of it. They go up for Tatum, and she's been strong all night.
That was a great pass by Gary. First of all, it was a tough serve to play. She managed to get
winning in 4, but it's interesting to see.
Gurkovic to serve, and we are back underway. Hayworth will set up for Indiana. And it's back over to Geddes on the far side. It's blocked and kept alive by Rutgers. Another far side swing. Geddes trying to finish off a long rally, but it's dug out by Dierstad. Now a swing on the near side. Long point. Another swing, and it's blocked by Indiana.
Kind of needs that push from the home crowd. Down 11-9.
And the serve gets over. And Humphrey will play to Kinkilla. Good spot, but Hayworth was able to keep it alive. Tatum, small tap.
That is exactly what she did, and the Hoosiers on a 3-0 run.
Played in 24 games this year, 10 started. The serve is in with Gosnell. Hayworth to Tatum, fires it right down the line. Alyssa Nyer will serve to Gosnell. Hayworth to Tatum. Gosnell serve, up 1-0. Good diving play made by Chitty. And now a swing from Avry Tatum. It's a powerful one. It gets down.
She's been fantastic. She leads the team in kills tonight.
Serve will go to Gosnell. Now Hayworth to Tatum. Indiana grabs another point.
All year she's playing like she's a graduate student.
Gurkovic to Alonzo Corsellis. Hayworth to Tatum. As we're back here in the third set, 15-10 Hoosiers. Serve is into Gosnell. Now a big spike attempt, a diving play is made. That was Nyer. And now Hayworth will set up Tatum, and it's just an absolute cannon from Avry Tatum.
The senior setter. Put up by her opposite number, Hayward, and down by Avry Tatum.
There's a great job. Don't let Minnesota get on an early run. Now try to get something, but it will end up with IU's point. Chance on the serve here for Hayworth.
Set for Landfair, rejected, and the Hoosiers get the point.
Here's Engel again. IU will set up Hayworth. Tatum, vicious kill right there.
And then Maryland just able to win the point. And it's big to get Cameron Hayworth off of the service line.
Here's Sam Sire now. Nice dig from Corsellis. Avry Tatum across the court. The serving specialist. She'll send this one over. Gosnell, Hayworth, Tatum. We've seen that before tonight.
That's that long reach.
Libero to libero on the serve. Tatum, there it is again. She will get this one away. Gosnell, Hayworth, Avry Tatum across the court, a vicious kill.
She has to really angle her arm, which is pretty hard to do.
Well, Corsellis now, and Tatum makes no mistake about this one. A little anger in that kill right there. And for IU, it's a freshman. As Aaron Engel's serve goes over, Corsellis blocked at the net. Gosnell, the athleticism to keep that one up. Back to Corsellis, nice diving dig there. Morrissey, now Gary Hayworth, Tatum, right down low.
We'll see if Adam Hughes' team can pull it off again.
Savannah Colheed serves this one. And Schnitta, nice dig there by Savannah Colheed. This one's blocked off. Dowler. Oh, and it's forced over by Morrissey. Hayworth. That one's blocked. They keep it up. Dowler put it over. Hayworth now to Tatum!
A huge, huge returner for Michigan State. You'll see it has led this team so much this year. Leah Johnson would love to have her back. Once again, they went to the same side. Tatum. Barry now with the serve. Bishop trying to set up Grace Kelly, and it's blocked up front of the net by the Hoosier front line. It's a very underlooked talent. The body control in volleyball, so important. And now they go to Tatum on the far side, and Tatum able to keep it in and get the point right back for the Hoosiers.
Talk about an answer. Tatum.
Barry getting it over. Michigan State trying to stop their offense. They go to Kelly, and it's blocked up front. This time it's Tatum in there for the Hoosiers. Doing her serving run. Here's Bishop. They go to Tatum. And Tatum with the massive kill. Here's Gaddis. Going over to Hold'em. Hold'em blocked up front. It was Ramelsburg in there, combined as well with Tatum.
If Indiana wants to win this.
Michigan State now. Aaliyah Moore trying to get on the board in this fourth set. Kulig tried to hammer it. And now here's Tatum. And Tatum with another one, back-to-back 2 kills for Avry Tatum. Aaliyah Moore putting people on notice as she's done so all year. Alonzo Corsellis, good dig by Meisinger. Now over to Kelly. Looking for Tatum. Kelly once again blocked up front. Indiana trying to set up Tatum. Here she is, and Tatum with the kill.
That's a kill for 13. Tatum, point, Indiana. That's a kill for 13.
You've got to start clawing back into this set right now. Looking for Borzema. It's Corsellis on the outside, actually, and a free ball for the Hoosiers. Hayworth on the bump set. And, you know, we talk about that defense in front, and again, it's Avry Tatum and it's Ella Borzema. That's a senior and a freshman teaming up as though they've been playing together for years. Doing the cut shot a lot, cutting it across the net, going to the opposite side of the floor. Davis trying to respond. And there's that powerful right arm of Avry Tatum again, serving for the Aggies. Hayworth on the back set. There's Tatum. Tucks it just inside the line. Point to the Hoosiers.
Tatum's coming off a great weekend, too, in Kennesaw and just continue.
Libero wearing the white jersey on the floor right now, trying to help her team cut into the deficit. And again, another error on the attacking side for the Aggies. It's now a 7-point advantage for Indiana. Borzema hit over 500 in her prep career. Phenomenal numbers, and you see why she's getting the playing time she is as a true freshman. Now Corsellis. Great dig by Julia Ng on the defensive front, but again, great blocking in front. It's Tatum and it's Borzema.
Maybe steal some momentum here.
Julia Ng serving, one of the most dependable defensive players for Davis. A phenomenal kill that time by Avry Tatum. She came in with the heater.
It's the pretty do or die time. Have to be aggressive.
Ramsey Gary just taps that one over the net. Here's Reese Diersbach. That was tipped. Maple saves it. Now Tatum out of bounds, tipped off UC Davis. And now the UC Davis lead is back down to 4. Hayworth has had the ball taken out of her hands after one serve each of the last 2 times she's rotated to that service line. Trying to avoid a third. Davis handles it. Blocked in front. UC Davis trying to recover. It's got to go over, and it does. Hayworth, the back set to Tatum, it's down!
What a play by Cameron Hayworth to set up Avry Tatum, sprinting up there for her 11th kill.
The southpaw. Handled by Julia Ng. Utter back. Goes at Corsellis, who handles no problem. Saris in front. Nice save by Gary. Tatum. Ball game! Indiana wins!
What a comeback!
And who else but Avry Tatum to seal the deal? What a phenomenal comeback.
She had 26 of those against Samford. And we're setting up Tatum, and she responds.
To get that angle into the short corner.
Here comes Claire on the left hand, and she's denied by 2 Hoosiers up front. Wagita to send it away. 4 service aces and 12 service errors coming into this weekend. Hayworth tipping it over for Sell, dug out by Calderon. Free ball for Indiana. That's a big kill for the Hoosiers. Avry Tatum bringing some heat. She had 427 kills her sophomore year, was 5th in the Big Ten. That was the most since Jordan Haverly in 2012. Here comes Wagita. Blocked and out of play. Their backs have been against the wall a lot, but they found ways to win sets. Hey, we're setting up Tatum with the kill.
As this new transfer, first year with the Screaming Eagles from Purdue Fort Wayne. Ramsey Gary, Hayworth back to Tatum, little float over, controlled easily. Near post Willis, blocked by Boersma and down for the score.
Another block there for Boersma. You mentioned a key returner for the Screagles.
Delaney Maple back to Tatum, off the set from Hayworth, and Avry Tatum finds the floor with authority.
Yeah, the California native bringing that one down hard for the kill.
We're back underway with a serve from Cameron Hayworth. Soboralski sets it up on the near post, and a block from Tatum and Boersma. Not only on the team, not only in the conference, but in the country. Hayworth another. This time controlled by Moore. Soboralski goes to the far post for Coleman. Coleman blocked. And that's too many touches for USI. All even up again here in set 2. Weber the serve. Maple, Hayworth, Tatum the slide.
To get going consistently here against Indiana. Hayworth to the right side, and there's another kill.
I mean, that was just dirty. To the forefront only a couple times.
Hayworth going back to the right side, and Avry Tatum having a day.
They are one talented program. Do not count them out. And they've been waiting to have a set like this.
Huge smash on the slide from Avry Tatum. And that's what the Hoosiers are looking for. A really nice pass from Ramsey Gary. And 2 with the addition of all the West Coast teams. Hayworth, hard hit set. Ball State able to survive, but it's a free ball for the Hoosiers. Tatum hits it hard, and Ball State scrambling, keeps it alive.
Wow.
Tatum again, and this time Ball State has no answer.
I mean, that was impressive defense from Ball State. Especially Carson Tyler just annihilating the volleyball.
It has been Tyler and Tatum on the 2 offenses, as there is Tatum right on the mark. And that's just one of the great advantages of having a setter like Wolanski on your team who can so comfortably make all of those sets. Hayworth slide of their own for Indiana, and who else but Avry Tatum getting her 14th kill to lead all scores. She is unstoppable.
409. Hickey of Ball State has 9 digs as well. That could be the difference.
Back in action, 12-10 lead for Indiana. Hayworth back to Tatum, and a big swing. Unrelenting on the outside is Avry Tatum. And she gives it.
And Ball State trailing just by 1 point.
Hayworth to Tatum. The undeniable duo.
Yeah.
Wilkinson Hall getting ready for their final match.
It's now or never for Ball State.
Hayworth Outside, and Saris puts it off the shoulder of Ledbetter. And now Tatum puts it down. Neither team willing to lose here in Wilkinson Hall. Tatum, who else? 23 kills on the night, a career high. And this fifth set turning into cinema. Hayworth, Tatum again! 13-10, Indiana leads. Hayworth, back to Tatum again. Undeniable at the net, Avry Tatum.
Sets that can swing the momentum for the rest of the match. 26-26, Soborowski, Alonzo Corsellis on the dig. Back to Alonzo Corsellis on the spike, control. Soborowski pops it up. Gary able to control, and a free ball coming for USI. Soborowski near post green. Saris able to control. Avry Tatum with authority puts it down. Indiana's a point away. 19-12 is the Indiana lead as Moore sends it away. Delaney Maple digs it out. Back to Tatum, and Tatum.
Palazomo finished that one off, and now we'll serve it away. Hoosiers coming back, and a nice kill there to tie it right back up at 3. They have the serve after the IU timeout. It's Monson who sends it across the net. And now on this near side, IU gets one.
And then both of them didn't go forward at all, Nick, and now Notre Dame back up by 2.
Simple dig for the Hoosiers, and then a clean spike and a kill.
But again, a missed opportunity for Indiana off that essential free ball.
About as close as Tatum could have got to getting that one, and this time she takes it and finishes. Trump again to serve for the Irish. Digged way up into the air by Saris, and then on the far side, Tatum smashes it home.
Right now, the Irish are still alive because of those serving errors.
Morgan Gardy serving. Set in the middle and smashed home by Tatum one more time. Why not? Monson trying to propel her team to a comeback in this third set. But Avry Tatum one more time.
She's big and strong, but she can really leap too. A star basketball player in high school who only started playing volleyball 2 years before coming to UW. There's a nice swing from Avry Tatum. And she's hitting almost 600. Indiana responds. I know they're not out of this one by any means. Gary sets it for Saris, and she has to dance around Gary. So it's a chance for the Huskies, but Gary digs it. Wessel sets it for Wilmus. Saris steps into this one. Zariah Hurd is there. Bush off speed. Gray with a diving dig. And eventually Indiana takes the point.
Maya De Los Reyes at only 5'2" out of Long Beach, California, has a knack for service runs. Tip to the middle, and that sends it to deuce. Great shot by Tatum. The Hoosiers scored the first 5 points of this second set against number 11 Oregon. And if you had to summarize what you've seen so far, Audrey, through the first set and change, one or both of those sets, but just falling slightly short. And Avry Tatum. Tatum with her 16th.
Just having a big night.
USC was a 4-time national champion as well, so her adjustment to the hardwood has really gone strong. Serve is up, dug out by Iosea. Strong arm, Anderson. Hayworth set, Tatum again.
The one time they do, it gives Indiana set point.
Maple to serve. Good dig out by Iosea. Preston blocked at the net. Spartans keep it alive. Preston again. Tatum blocked at the net, gets it right back. Free ball, but finds it. What a smart play by Avry Tatum. Pretty much just set it over the net two-handed. Finds that back right corner. None other than Cameron Hayworth to serve. Spartans able to collect, however, free ball for the Hoosiers. Avry Tatum this time. Real massive improvement right there. Maple, powerful serve. Good dig out by Iosea, though. Preston. Hayworth has it. Maple just floats it over. Michigan State's able to collect. Blocked again. Maddie Sell, Avry Tatum in the mix. Isn't that awesome?
That rocks.
Pitbull Stadium. Avry Tatum, all power.
Here tonight, and it's allowed Indiana to hang around.
Strong server, Delaney Maple. Bishop over Anderson. She's stuck by Avry Tatum and Maddie Sell.
But Iosea handles it like it's just second nature to her.
Have to imagine with the tough competition that Michigan State's been playing too, as Avry Tatum goes the finesse route.
the Drake looking at his computer like, oh, yeah, okay, I get it now.
What a block, Avry Tatum. Ava Vickers in the mix. This one's tied. Delaney Maple, once again, a four-time national champion at USC for beach volleyball. She was there for 4 years. I think that's pretty good.
I'd say that's pretty good.
Hoosiers keep it alive.
That's pretty good, too.
Spartans keep it alive. What a play. Bodies on the floor. Great dig out by Iosea, but Spartans can't collect. What a rally. Rally of the match right there.
And a good position.
There's Hayworth again. The dig goes right back to Indiana. Tatum down. A major kill for Avry Tatum. 16-6.
And so expect to see the Indiana defense to start recognizing that, but then Londot has the ability to go down the line.
Tatum evens it up.
Lise McGee just barely sends that one over, and she's not able to recover, and it's point Indiana.
Only a couple opportunities for kills, and then for the Nittany Lions being able to use all the valuable pieces they have to get points.
Hayworth to Tatum, and she's able to land it right on that sideline. Point Indiana.
That right side, Avry Tatum, so effective at the net, and has the Hoosiers a lead in this first set.
Indiana trying to start fast, start quickly. And that's a good way to do it. A 3-0 run for Indiana. Tatum had 229 kills a season ago. Maple, some exit velo on that one. The quick turn attempted there by Trumbull, and it's denied. Delaney Maple again. High arcing serve. Grimes highly controls it. Hannah tips it over. Sliding in is Hayworth. Tatum off the double block. Grimes pokes it back up. Stark, Merzick, backside. Controlled there by Hayworth. CAC through the double block. No. Hannah back the other way. Blocked again. Maddie Sell.
Riley set, and that's blocked. Hernandez had it turned away. The Illini, who took set one, 25-19. Tatum gives it a rip again. Martinez Mundo almost in self-defense, but then Indiana rallies to win the point.
Martinez Mundo is all around the court. Her reaction time is so good, especially from a player like Tatum.
Starting the Fox Sports app. Illinois trying to close out a sweep, but Indiana has other plans.
It's Delaney Maple serving for Indiana. Chicoine blocked. Hayworth, the back set to Maple. On the roster as a defensive specialist. Good swing there. Purdue keeps it alive. Roll shot, Chacoin. Gary over to Tatum. And it's an Indiana point.
Is going to be key.
Rylan Reed with the serve for Northwestern. Hayworth passes to Tatum. And that is very exciting for Indiana fans to see. Hayworth to Tatum for the point.
Indiana fans, volleyball fans, everyone's happy to see Avry Tatum and Cameron Hayworth back on the court, except for maybe.
Tatum, what a swing.
Fantastic run. Going into this match, we talked a lot about cheat over and commit block to the outside, putting up a nice solid double block.
Tatum has been in a groove in the second set. That's her third kill in the last 4 points.
Oh my goodness, Avry Tatum, what did that ball?
She's able to get crafty with where she's able to put the ball.
Hayworth, back on the near side with Saris. Gary over to Tatum. She'll try to cross court. Squirrel dug out by Williams. Kept on Maryland's side, and Schnitta puts it back down. Hayworth over again to Saris. Nothing doing. Dowler goes to Rollbach. Into Hayworth on the right side. It's with Tatum, and that's how the point will end. Avry Tatum has been everywhere so far for the Hoosiers.
Anderson goes to the near post for Eva Hudson, and Avry Tatum and Maddie Sell say no. On the slide, Tatum again, right down the line. 10-10, Ramsey Gary to serve. Far post Hudson, blocked and down.
You stay confident, you stay on the right side of things.
Here's Maddie Sell for the first service attempt of the day for Indiana. Batenhorst on the far pin, dug out by Alonzo Corsellis. Hayworth to Tatum, and it finds the floor. Indiana with their first point of the day. Gary, back set Hayworth. Tatum barely kept alive by the fingertips of Trubin. Far side stuffed at the net, and a block by Maddie Sell. Here's Maddie Sell to serve. Gets it over. Stuffed again. Tatum and Vickers combined.
Which credit to Indiana on their offense.
Batenhorst dug out by Alonzo Corsellis. Tatum the swing, Tatum the kill.
Yeah, I mean, she is so impressive.
If we get to that fifth set, it'll be first to 15 instead of the standard first to 25. Underway, Hayworth back set for Tatum. Spike, kill. Knocks it over. Gary the receive. Diving dig from Batenhorst. Goes far side. Kept alive. What a dig by Alonzo Corsellis. Up for Maple. She fires it. Dug out by Tuaninga. Far side set. Famwina kept alive. Gary, Hayworth, Sell, down to the floor. It's kept alive. Rally still goes. Hayworth, back set. Tatum, kill. Avry Tatum puts it in. Living's at the line. She'll be the one to serve from the near side. Gary, good dig for Saris. Kept alive. Tuaninga, back row attack. Excellent dig by Alonzo Corsellis. Overpass, Tuaninga set. Trubin over far side to Famwina. What a dig from Alonzo Corsellis. Outstretched hands, still alive. Hayworth, Gary, Tatum finds the floor. Avry Tatum, another kill. That receives back-to-back. 19-18, Ariel still at the line. Tatum on the slide, back set. Barely kept alive by Batenhorst. Free ball over. Maple goes in front of Gary to get it. Tatum swing, Tatum kill.
Batenhorst was out of position for USC.
Team, she played 4 years here in Bloomington. 24-22, Gosnell serve. Barely dug out by Alonzo Corsellis. Tatum swing. Free ball for Indiana. Gary pass. Hayworth back set. Tatum spike kill. 24-23. Indiana still alive. They'll play another match point.
Naturally, there's going to be a couple more errors, but they are a really, really tough serving team, and they know that that's one of their strengths and one of the things that's going to help apply pressure to this Nebraska team here tonight. As you see there, success early on, but be prepared for a lot off of 2 feet on both sides of the net, whether it's the left or the right.
Well, that dropped right in that deep corner, and the ace for Tatum.
Incredible serve there. This is what I'm talking about.
Right back to her, and a big block on the right side. Avry Tatum.
Huge block by Tatum there. She's one-on-one with Merritt Beeson, and Merritt gets a little excited, you know, right after that error, wants to bounce back and get another kill. And
Alzheimer's just 4 days away, and our thoughts and prayers certainly with the entire team and the Indiana program as they deal with a very tough situation being on the road as Kevin's mom passes away.
Loss at Nebraska. Cameron Hayworth will start for Indiana to serve. The all-time leader in service aces in Indiana history. It's back to Ramsey Gary. Now Hayworth will set it up for Tatum, who slams it home for the first point. Sydney Brion will serve for the Bruins. Leverett leads the team now, 369 kills. More than 100 more than the second best. Tatum on the tip, 2-1 Indiana.
And how about that, Adam? Our two players we highlighted in the pregame already getting it.
Alonzo Corsellis to serve. First ball goes to Leverett. She'll get it back. Rejected. Right at the summit. It was Ava Vickers. Audrey Pack right to serve for the Bruins. Alonzo Corsellis. Hayworth sets it up. Tatum fires it home.
Indiana starting to build a little bit of a lead here.
Hayworth to serve. Off the net, Dewick digs it out. Now Leverett, big swing and a big block. Vickers again. Here's Avry Tatum. Her team leads by 12, or rather by 6. UCLA has 12. Sets it up for Sarah, small tip. Gary able to keep it in play. Oh, what a play by Ramsey Gary. Can Indiana finish off the point? They do.
What a play there from
23 kills the last time these two played. A 4-set win for IU. IU has won 3 of the last 4 in the series. There's the block for Indiana with Tatum in the mix. A judgment call, but clearly on the fingertips a little bit too long there. Cam Hayworth setting for Indiana. And a swing from the back row, and Alonzo Corsellis ends up with a free ball. Sliding Tatum, and there's the power.
Tatum's really oppressive on the right side for so many reasons, but one of them is that she's a little bit off the net like that one was. She's got to be really good at reaching behind her and still swinging strong. She did just that.
Hayworth with a missile. Ends up in a Selman swing. In system for Indiana. And they answer with Tatum.
Another pro of that fast offense is a lot of one-on-one opportunities. Learning a lot as she goes as a sophomore, but you know, she's getting better, she's growing, she's taking the opportunities when she gets them, and I'm excited to keep watching her play.
She had 40 a win over UCLA in 3.
Wow.
So back-to-back big matches for Hayworth, at least so far. Joust, 2-man won it for the moment. Ohio State still alive. Upstairs, Selman. Hayworth leaping, sent it back. Geddes scrambles. Hasbrook goes to Londot. When in doubt, go to her. Bump set from Gary. Geddes. It is Selman, blocked and down.
What a great rally by both sides, but the hustle by the Indiana hoop.
Short and phrasing, I think.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Better serve, receive, Selman, blocked. 8 in the 4th and 5th. 20 kills tonight. 6th time this year. Tatum for Indiana as they try to claw back.
That left-handed topspin jump serve from the left side.
Received nicely by Michigan. Another big block. This time it was Tatum. Maybe find some momentum in this third set.
Well, I think for Michigan defensively, it's just communication, plays like that, using your size to your advantage. A lot of swings going through the middle for the Wolverines. That seems to be their strong suit.
Great save from Gary. She now sets up Alonzo Corsellis. Burke, quick to the middle. Gary again, a beautiful dig. And a free try coming for the Hoosiers. Hayworth, Tatum tips. And another free try. Hayworth, Tatum smashes it home.
At the net.
The serve Indiana is Cummings. Strong swing, blocked in that by Saris. It's Terry again. This time it's Ava Vickers.
Able to get Illinois out of system, get a free ball to Indiana, and Avry Tatum made the most of it.
Again, just with so much pace and topspin. Terry again. Maddie Sell is fired up after the block.
She plays free. This team is hard to beat.
Dug out Gary. Back set for Tatum. Can find that back line. Attacking error by the Hoosiers. The all-time leading server in Indiana history. Raina Terry, powerful strike. Gary is able to dig it out though. Kept alive by the Hoosiers. Over is Tatum. Tatum finds the back corner, painting those corners. Indiana now getting some momentum on their side. Out of that timeout, they're on a...
What's standing out to me right now is that Raina Terry is still under 10 kills here in set 3. Only 9 so far.
And it's Alonzo Corsellis leading the match with 12 for the Hoosiers. Saris finds Martinez Mundo on the ground. She keeps it alive though. Hayward digs it out. Free ball for the Illini. A lot of chaos ensuing here on this rally. Tatum, the powerful swing. Wow.
But Indiana's done enough to have a comfortable lead.
See a float serve back, and we're going to go right back out to Arndt, who's been a key player for the Red Hawks so far. Going to try to block it over. Tried to be picked up by Cortez. It's been an amazing defensive save by the Hoosiers. Arndt sending it right into that block. Schuberth has picked it up, and what a recovery from the Hoosiers.
That's got to feel so good, Mike, because this is an effort point. You're really not doing much right. The play knew exactly where she was, and that's just a lot of practice and communication.
Holder out to Johnson. Be blocked by Tatum and Borsama, who I think have gotten a read on her attack. Nope, they got a 4-point lead, and they're looking to hold it on. But Tatum responds with a great cross attack. That's going to be a nice kill for her and a nice kill to add to the stat sheet.
You know, sometimes... Well, we got a little collision there.
Oh, yeah, you know, volleyball, the best thing about volleyball is sometimes the audience gets involved, get a little crowd action going. You're going to you're going to miss serve and you're not paying attention, that's going to be a volleyball to the face that you just can't save. But you can't save that one, too, as Tatum comes flying out of that right side for a great cross kill.
It's a hammer, and again, that's a number of those. You get Jaeger with the saw and single-handedly lifts SEMO above Indiana, taking them on a run. That's the impact she can have.
And we're going to look at Ellie Burns out of that freshman for the serve.
Little ceiling touch.
Ooh,
how about that?
That's hard in Wilkinson. They got high ceilings here. Krishkovich out to the back row slide for Tatum.
You know, in Miami, it was hitting the ceiling near.
Schuberth facing some heckling. Got a lot of yelling right there from that crowd. Krishkovich again opting for Tatum, who's going to put it down as Holder could not get under it enough. But Lucy Arndt back to that service line. Could be the rally for the team, could be the spark for the Red Hawks. Schuberth has to make this one work for Johnson out of that outside. As we blocked by Tatum.
And Borsema was right there with her.
What a setup. Again, let's look at, oh, she's all smiles. Someone might have said something to her as a heckle. That we got a small but mighty front row Crimson Chaos crowd.
Richkovich, Tatum, it's too much. The constant setter. Today they're going with a 6-2, rotating between Green and Sanders. Tatum hammers it home.
Great line shot, taking advantage of the versatility here.
When you watch the game, you can tell how she is clearly one of the better Norse. Another strike from Tatum.
Loves to serve. 628 service aces over the last 4 seasons. Been a strong suit in this Indiana attack. Richmond will set outside the color. She goes far side. That's dug out by Jackson. They play near side. Tatum right in the corner. Indiana 3 straight. Regan Boyer will now serve. They'll play towards the outside. Avry Tatum dropping the hammer.
Indiana dropping the hammer a lot here early. They've got so much.
So Jaeger to serve now for the Hoosiers. Richmond will play far side. It's tapped over that Jackson picks up with a hand. Avry Tatum, what more can you say? Another kill. This one tapped over the net. And now back over to Tatum, who plays it short and finds some empty space. Make it a block, a rejection for Borsama. It's 20-9. Krejcikovic serves over. Richmond far side, color, a big swing. And guess who's there for the block? A serve from Krejcikovic. And Borsema taps it over. It's going to be a free ball for Indiana. Jackson plays far side Jaeger. It's deflected, kept alive by Erickson. They go far side to Culler now. And a nice tap that's kept alive somehow. There's Cortheas from the back line. And Culler will play it up. It'll be another free ball for Indiana. Jackson to Krejcikovic out wide. Avry Tatum! What more can you say?
The crowd's telling you how they feel about it. How they feel about it.
So the serve now for Western Michigan is Ella Guilfoy, trailing by 3. Tatum will play all the way across the court. Cortheas will play short. Richmond goes near side. Culler denied. The combination of Borsema and Tatum shutting the door.
Absolutely nowhere to go around Tatum and Borsema. 2-6-2.
First year with the team last year. Sienna Nordemir with the serve and a big swing on the right side from Avry Tatum. We talked about how well she's played in the Open.
She's got such a heavy arm. It's just not the most disciplined block from Indiana.
That's Alonso Cortheas with her first swing. Number 3, Crimson. And El Nadi is dug in the back row by Audrey Jackson, the other libero for Indiana. There's a big block in the middle by Ella Borsema. Kept alive by Krejcikovic. And Alonso Cortheas sends it over. Here's El Nadi. She is blocked nearly off the underside of the video board here inside Wells Ryan Arena. And Tatum smokes that one. Too hot for Nordemir to handle. Point Indiana. And that's heat.
How are you supposed to defend that?
Sienna Nordemir at 5'11". I mean, great job.
We love bench shenanigans. Bench shenanigans can change entire vibes and matches.
Look at the hitting percentages for both teams. Pretty darn good. On the slide, it was Avry Tatum. I know she's an opposite, but wasn't the true slide. Still a point for Indy in Bloomington in about a month. Great matchup here as Bullington serves Jackson. Tatum plants it. Point Indiana, and they have set point on the road. When they win the first set this season. Avery Freeman serves set point for Indiana. Rylan Reed is blocked. She tried a roll shot and Indiana was ready for it, and the Hoosiers win set 1.
To Kayla Kaufman able to execute.
Avry Tatum is dug by Reed. El Nadi offers up the free ball. Krejcikovic sets Tatum, it's in.
Personal stats.
First one of the night?
Point. Yep,
Okay.
first ice point from Tim Nolan.
Unofficially, right? Avry Tatum with the kill for Indiana.
Avry Tatum is playing mad right now. Listen to this.
Jaden Jaeger with the serve for the Hoosiers. Haven't been able to pull much further than 3 points away. Blocked in front. And another kill for Indiana. Looked like Avry Tatum got her hands on that one. And a timeout by Washington.
And Indiana stretching this one out to one of their bigger leads.
Back home for the first time in 22 days. And serve handled by Cortheas. It'll go back to her. A little short tap. Nice diving play in front. Cross court blocked in front. And the point for Indiana.
And for the sake of both of these teams and the flow of this contest, I'll stop talking about service errors.
That's Exhibit A in the case for announcer Jinx, as there's Avry Tatum. Could not handle it. Washington up by 2. Hurd over to Tatum. Tipped and handled by the Huskies. Hurd near side. Mateska blocked in front. Rejected with authority. Victoria Gray in this match. You can see 3 of the 4 in the top 4 are freshmen. This one kept alive by Indiana. Avry Tatum blocked in front. Tatum's gonna try again, and this time she gets it down.
Take it over well in the beginning, but not able to really take away that win there.
London Weejay with the swing, and she's blocked by the Hoosiers, but Nia Satterfield-Brown has something for us on the sideline. Nia?
Seems some movement for the Hoosiers on both sides.
Avery Freeman with the serve for Indiana. London Weejay blocked, no doubt about it. That's Ava Vickers and Avry Tatum with the block for Indiana.
I mean, this Indiana block is exactly what this team needs, but it did end up counting as a solo block from Kristovic.
Yeah, Kričkovic and Vickers both went up for it, but it was all Kričkovic. Nice hustle there by the Indiana defense. Keep this ball up. And Brad Keller is not going to be happy about how that ball dropped.
Letting errors bleed them out and cost them valuable points.
Theodore Kričkovic's serve is kept alive by Trubant. Weejay tries to slam it down. And yet another kill from Avry Tatum. USC not able to handle that back row. Their defense kind of faltering here. And for the Hoosiers. Mullen keeps her serve alive. And Weejay is blocked. The Hoosiers are riled up about this one.
So far, as well as 19 attack errors.
Abigail Mullen's serve kept alive by the Hoosiers. Kričkovic sends it to Tatum, who sends it to the ground. Mullen's serve kept alive by Jaeger. Kričkovic hustles to the ball. Messer tries to dump it. Kričkovic to Tatum behind her, and some frustration by Decker as she just can't get underneath it. So Indiana will tie the game 3-3.
You're right, Scott. I mean, it almost seems...
Some words from her assistant coach before she serves. And Kričkovic serves it to Trubant. Leah Ford is blocked, but the Trojans able to keep it alive. Kričkovic looking at her options, and Avry Tatum slams it down. Avry Tatum lighting up here in this fourth set. That's her 12th kill of the night. The back set from...
Serve comes to Schumacher. Duffy on a slide to Briscoe. Tatum goes high hands. Block was up. Hoosiers were ready for it.
Great.
2 up there to stop.
Great close block by Indiana. They needed a big momentum play, and they were able to find one here. Watch as they're able finishing towards the court that gives her that chance to throw the ball down.
What a scoop in the backcourt. Over on 2 go the Hoosiers. Hoosiers were there to meet Leverett.
Eclipsing 160 kills this ball game.
How hard is that to do, to have 3 at that level?
It's very impressive. Just like that massive monster block for Indiana. What a play.
For some of the...
And it's tough to go on the road, to your point, Brian, especially all the way to the West Coast, to stadiums that they have never played in.
You said it, this is the last time and the only time that Indiana has played here, and they've got a lot of fans that have made their way here and happy about what just happened right there. 7-1 run, 22-18 after Tatum got...
Anna Leftridge, the freshman from Missouri. Cochran sets, Jacobs will just send it over. Free ball for the Hoosiers. And it's Avry Tatum. Overpass. Burke into the back row for Demetrician. Now a swing from Alonzo Cortez. The Wolverines have a run in them. Might need it to start soon. Alonzo Cortez dug out by Edwards. Here's Jacobs, had it blocked. Jaeger right in the midst again. And a Leftridge to serve. Cochran bump set. Jacobs takes control, has it blocked. Tatum and Borsama. 24-19 Hoosiers. Kričkovic sets, Tatum the swing, and that'll do it. Indiana takes it in Ann Arbor in straight sets for the first time in program history.
Early for the Spartans.
Monchular now to the service line. Back behind and with authority, Avry Tatum. 22-20, Mumchular back row attack. Lethbridge with a nice dig on that. And then the massive authority, Avry Tatum.
First for Indiana.
And Indiana able to pick up the point there.
Set, followed by great swing.
And how about the faith in your setter to begin that takeoff before you even see where it'll be? And how about the block? Victoria Gray sealing it off over there with Tatum.
In her home state of Michigan.
Bit of trouble with that one. This one will be dumped over for free. Attack into the back row. And the Hoosiers picking up the point there.
But makes that adjustment.
Nice serve. Oh, and lofted way in the air, and the block once again getting it done.
Michigan State just fed that into the hands of six.
Serve from Long. Well received, well placed ball, taking a touch on it. Nice ability to go get that by Schneider. This one is just going to have to be sent over to the Hoosiers. Set back behind in the attack, able to get it in.
For both teams, 9 total attacks were rolled against Indiana last year. Hoosiers are getting a full taste of her. Well, Purdue's getting a full taste of Avry Tatum.
Yeah. Indiana's been pretty balanced so far, the efficiency, the highest in program history. And that's something that Steve Ader is really proud of. You know, he said it's good for traction for the program, but also just shows the growth of the program under him.
It's not going to slow down, and Avry Tatum sure won't either. 10 kills for her now.
Avry Tatum is doing fantastic right now. She's 11 kills away from 1,000.
Different approach for Purdue this year, going short consistently. Dave Shondell feels like it can help take certain hitters out of the equation.
It also slows down the speed of Indiana's offense, which is really important. Kind of takes the attackers out of rhythm.
Sure to stay with us on Big Ten Network after this one wraps up in Indy.
That's a big match. Michigan looking pretty good right now, RPI top 30. My Cats, though, having a good year.
Yes, they are. Top to bottom, the Big Ten showing off. Alonzo Corthea is blocked. Indiana reloading with Tatum. Dig for Kane. Tatum pushing, and it's in.
Getting out of those long rallies really builds momentum for a team. Indiana is in need of those. They got to dig in.
Challenges the steadiness of your platform and also staying committed on that contact. There's a good look on the other side for Cortez. Denied at the net, a big block by the Hoosiers, and that's going to continue this run they have, taking a 1-point lead. I like the shift here, recognizing ball going outside, fighting a quiet dig from Jaeger in the backcourt, creating an offensive opportunity on the right side. 2 kills for Tatum. She's 4 kills shy of 1,000 for her career, and Tatum making her presence known defensively. Just drops. That is 3 aces for Avery Freeman, a Bloomington, Indiana product. Play at the nets, and Ohio State sticks with it. Taking some heat off, and Avery Tatum. That's when you want to throw in that little wrinkle. Watch the defense here. See how they're shifting back? Set number 4 is getting away. Webker has that denied at the net, and Indiana showing its force. Timeout called. Indiana a dominant start to set 4. And just Big Ten Freshman of the Year. Webker is again denied, a mauling at the net by the Hoosiers. The responsibility to set the going right back to Tatum. She leaves no doubt with that swing. Indiana back in system. It's interesting that they went to the left back corner. Stood there.
First swing for Minnesota. And Kelly Kinney had it dug out.
Here comes Jaden Jaeger, the top attack target for IU over the last 3 matches. Krichkovich, Tatum comes in, tips it down. There will be a lot of tips from Indiana tonight. Of course, the younger sister of Samantha Seliger Swenson, all-time great at center for the Gophers. Avry Tatum's first kill for the Hoosiers.
Avry Tatum is a fabulous cross-court swinger. She loves that cross-court swing, but she's able to turn that ball down the line. But you can
Before the Hoosiers pulled away.
Notre with that serve for Northwestern.
And another kill for Tatum. Avry Tatum getting involved early.
Yeah, Tatum had 14 kills against Northwestern their last time out up in Chicago. Bullington?
Bullington.
Quite possibly.
So positive today.
Doesn't matter, we're already back in the action with a block from Tatum.
Big block from Avry Tatum. Still looking for their best start in Big Ten play ever. As Tatum knew she had a kill right away. Too much velocity. Look out by CAC, softly over, diving dig Wildcats. Free ball now for Indiana. Avry Tatum swings. Comes directly back to her, and she's gonna get another chance. She plays it soft and plays it smart. Jump serve, right to the middle set, and Avry Tatum sneaks it around the block. Indiana 2 points away. It was Northwestern that took the second set. That was the lone set they won at Welsh Ryan Arena back at home at 20 apiece. Avery Freeman serve. Handled. El Nadi floats it over. Same side. Just sneaks over the net. Kept alive by El Nadi. Tatum slams it home. Hoosiers up by 1.
And that's what you need to get this momentum going.
Leading against the Hoosiers, who were the favorites coming into tonight. Jackson will set it, and for the first time tonight, Indiana get on the board. Since she's had the ball. Sends it over. Jackson, Krichkovich, and Indiana get a big kill there. Freeman sends it. Received by Melby. Wagner to set. Melby will send it over. Kept in. Krichkovich will set up. Williams with a big dive, and it's just poked over before Kennedy could reach it. She sends it right over. Lonzo Cortheas over to Tatum in the corner, who gets the kill. Williams with the serve again. Received by Jackson. Krichkovich sets up, and Tatum gets the kill.
They can't rely solely on Kennedy Martin all the time.
She did have solid outing with 11 kills and 9 digs in that 5-set loss at Michigan. Meantime, Indiana just demolished Maryland on the road in College Park on Friday night in a 3-set sweep. Good put away there from senior Avry.
She's most successful on the outside when she's in system and can stay fast.
Krichkovich, back set down the line. Maybe once things sped up, Gabrielle Nichols wants the ball really high. Just all those nuances for all those players.
Yeah, it makes it really hard as a setter, especially one stepping in the middle of a season trying to figure that out. But she's doing a good job figuring out how each player likes the ball, and it's half the battle to even know those things, and she's figuring it out slowly, game by game.
Oh, unfortunate there for Alexis Ewing, able to tool the... Tatum and Jaeger each with 5 kills to lead the way for the Hoosiers. Cross court, make it a half dozen now. 5-0 start in Big Ten play, including wins at UCLA, USC, 3-3 since. And looking to get their biggest road win, maybe ever here. Dynamic cross court, that's Tatum, who has been electric. Kill number 9.
I loved so much about
Krichkovich with her tricky serve. Rhymes working for Selman. Indiana block is ready. Selman again. Good pass from Freeman. Off speed from Tatum. Tatum again, down the line. point, Indiana.
It looks like that ball was called out of bounds a little. When it's out of system, she's got to go a little bit higher and flatter and ricochet that ball through the block.
Tough first contact for Penn State. Grimes saves the day. Tatum, though, wide open for the put away. From the bottom of the Big Ten towards the middle, and now trying to get them to the top. This would be another marker.
If there's somebody that's going to remain chill and calm, though, it's Coach Aaron.
Another match point for the Hoosiers, and there it is. Hoosier history. A first ever volleyball win for IU at Penn State.
2-2, set number 2. Indiana up 1-0. Jaeger. That's Krichkovich. The slam from Avry Tatum. All the way up to 6 kills now, leading the Hawkeyes. Krichkovich. Far side. Avry Tatum buries it home. Jaeger. Amaral sets up Perez, the freshman. She goes for the dink. Indiana's right there. Tatum, right hand. Good night! 1 point game, 22-21. Jaden Jaeger. Amaral. Tough set there. Miscommunication with Perez. A chance for Indiana. Tatum dug out by Moisio. What an unreal play from the libero. Tatum, the dink. Moisio can't get there this time.
Where she had a perfect hitting percentage with 6 kills.
Jagic barely got it over. And there's the swing from Avry Tatum. 6 assists for Furbringer. The serve by Horner. And the attack and the kill for Avry Tatum.
Yeah, and that win came in Madison. So doing it the hard way as well on the road is Indiana, but they obviously have the team to do it now this year.
Tatum with the attack. Furbringer the bump. Up by Simon. Egan a tough play. Gets it over. Another chance for Indiana. It's Tatum.
Start with the pass, but momentum. Look at this crowd. Look at the Indiana energy. That's how you're going to get this game going.
Krichkovich wants Tatum, and that's going to work all day long. They've been spreading the wealth pretty well. We've seen Cortez get involved a lot in the back row lately. And Avry Tatum just coming back on the floor. And a free ball for the Hoosiers. Krichkovich wants Tatum. She finds the hole.
That's 2 back-to-back tip kills for Indiana, but they can't keep on relying on that all night. At some point, the Oregon defense is going to keep the fire alive, and Indiana has the home crowd advantage.
Tatum finds the far side.
On a roll right now, Tatum leads with 4 kills over 7 attempts, but now he's standing up, now he's getting fired up.
He said he's all focused on this game. They've got another one this weekend against Maryland. He hasn't even thought about the Terrapins. All of his focus on the Ducks. Big swing from Tatum. Indiana gets another try. They go back to her. This time, Avry Tatum gets the kill.
Fire away, Avry Tatum. Her and Jane Jaeger have about 5 kills apiece. Hey, 300.
That's the number of the night, Mike. Tatum on the slide, throws it down. And a much-needed first point of the set for IU.
Graham, I know it might be a little bit unprofessional, but you have got, yeah, you know what? It's just the power that Oregon can speak to. Indiana has really got to reach over, like we saw Oregon did right there, but Tatum just got around it because Tatum knows what to look for.
Yeah, talking about power, Avry Tatum has a lot of it. He's got a timeout on the Valentina Vallette to serve. Krichkovich to Tatum. The Ducks alive. Myers just has to get it over. Krichkovich right back to Tatum. This time she finds the floor.
Tatum to close it out with her 9th kill of the match, and Indiana will now take set 3.
The Chaminade in Tennessee transfer now at Maryland. Krichkovich will set along the near side, and Tatum drops it in the corner for Indiana.
Extreme proficiency on her end.
Tatum, a big swing. It was a ball.
And of course, offensively with 18 10-plus kill games as well.
She's got 5 kills early in set number 1 as Maryland's hanging around, but Tatum along the near side that's dug up by Wagner. Melby will send a free ball over for Indiana. Krichkovich to Avry Tatum, finding the back line and extending the Indiana lead to 3.
Indiana might continue to try go at that angle.
Wagner will keep it alive. Here goes Melby. She's knocked away. And now a free ball for Indiana. Krichkovich sets far side. Avry Tatum.
Mistakes have to be minimized if you're the Scarlet Knights. Krichkovich's serve dug out, cross court, and Krichkovich will keep it up. Freeman, Jaeger along the line, a nice dive there. And that one's blocked and down for another point for Indiana. They're quickly up 3-0. Gets that one just over the net. It's dug out. Blocked, rejected. Tatum and Sell. No room for Garvey. And Indiana gets those 2 points back.
Historic season for the senior now as she looks to etch her name in Indiana volleyball history.
Tatum cannot be handled by De La Mater. Now into serve is Leftridge. Across and blocked. Tatum and Gray were there.
And just pummels the ball down for the point. Hoosiers up big early.
Jaeger's serve handled. Now cross court blocked. And it gets down inbounds. Another point for the Hoosiers. They're up 9-1, but couldn't get it over the net. Jaeger's serve handled, goes across, blocked again. Sell and Tatum were there. I think Sell got it this time. Indiana up 11-1.
Well, when you pair Maddie.
That one dug out by Jaeger. Krichkovich over to Tatum. No chance. The block just not there for the Scarlet Knights. Avry Tatum with another kill.
Tiptoes down that line, finding the point for the Hoosiers. They're definitely on a victory course right now.
Krichkovich's serve set not quite there for the Scarlet Knights. Krichkovich over to Tatum. She goes short. And a nifty move gives her kill number 301 on the season. We just mentioned she passed that milestone.
For an undefeated season.
Malk resumes play with a serve. Back set for Tatum. Avry Tatum's on the board for Indiana.
So she towers over the net.
Krichkovich on the slide to Tatum.
Down to the ground.
5-2 Huskers, float serve for Malk. Overpass and Murray. It's kept up by Jaeger. Tatum will try again. And Tatum will succeed again.
And that time, Indiana, they were able to recycle their possession.
Hernandez getting point number 3 for the Illini. Block getting involved again. Here on the right side going line is Tatum.
Take a breath. Like, it's a draft in the middle of the end of your season right there. So it allows them to get that weight lifted off their shoulders and just focus on this postseason run.
And how about a big swing? Tatum looks ready for the postseason.
Yeah, she does. On that slide, once again, I love that Krichkovich is not afraid to run this.
One of the best setters on this team as well, coming into this one with 26 aces. As they try to come back here in set number 2. Good up there by Illinois. Oh, what a right side swing. Avry Tatum out for blood.
It is like clockwork in that rotation. In rotation 1 for the Hoosiers, they...
Two-time Big Ten Defensive Player of the Week. Hopefully one day a Player of the Year, but not if the Hoosiers can have a say in it. Avry Tatum with a little bit of anger on that swing.
Cash Anderson, nonetheless, done a nice job.
What a swing there as that one found the middle of the campfire. Point Indiana as Avry Tatum. And now the Hoosiers look for back-to-back points. It's 4-1. And Indiana looks to get back in. And Jaden Jaeger again behind the service line. And Cash Anderson is rejected by the Hoosier block, and Indiana is fired up here as they tie things up at 4.
And this is some fire and power that we haven't quite seen from Indiana on throughout. Boilermakers went up 4-0. Indiana able to crawl back